Well, it is Oscar week. A number of Hollywood films are up for the biggest golden statue for Best Picture. And this week, our movie reviewer, Matt Perrone, reviews some of the Best Picture nods. Today, our Matt reviews the Oscar-nominated Brooklyn.
Welcome to another Monday. Sorry I won't be doing my normal musing, but it's day 4 of the Oscars overview, which means it's time to review another one of our nominees that this one is based on fiction. Even though it's a made-up story, it seems to be a story that could have happened in the 1950s. So, with no further pause, let's go ahead and jump right into the romance drama Brooklyn. Our film begins in 1950s Ireland. Eilis Lacey has received a sponsorship from an Irish priest in Brooklyn to move to America in order to have a better life. Upon arriving, she finds herself in a land where she knows no one. She lives in a boarding house with other girls and has a job at a local department store. Despite the new opportunities, she is weighed down by homesickness and finds herself constantly wanting to be back home with her sister and mother. Attempting to get past these feelings, she participates in community activities. At a local dance, she meets Tony, an Italian boy that she begins seeing on a regular basis, who is as outgoing as she is shy. Before long, she finds herself spending all of her available time with him, going on excursions and even meeting his family, to which she becomes endeared. Just as she's coming into her own and out of her shell, becoming happy and comfortable in her new life, she gets word that her sister has died suddenly back in Ireland and makes arrangements to travel home. To make sure she has reason to return, Tony and her have a quick wedding so that she will hurry back. Upon returning to Ireland, she quickly falls back into small-town life. She begins filling in at her sister's vacated position to help out. She reconnects with her mother. She decides to stay an extra month to attend and be part of her best friend's wedding. Somewhere in the mix, she also meets Jim, a local well-to-do boy who she seems to mesh very well with. As the time passes, she finds herself growing more and more comfortable and somehow ignoring the letters arriving from her husband. Her heart now exists in 2 places and she is attached to the life in each. As it becomes harder and harder to leave, we wait to see exactly which path she will choose. Much like the movie Room, I had absolutely no idea what this film was about when I walked into the theater. Now that I've seen it, I have a few thoughts. First off, I can't even imagine what it's like to have the courage to do what these people did. Leaving my home, moving halfway around the world to a place where I don't know a soul is a very intimidating thought indeed. But that being said, I kept thinking as I was watching this, man, that girl has a pretty sweet deal lined up. She got room and board, and she had a job waiting for her when she got to Brooklyn. Not the scenario I imagine when I picture our ancestors coming over and immigrating into the country for work and better lives. The acting is pretty stellar, and you find yourself relating to the characters very easily. I do think it was a good movie, but I couldn't help, as I was watching it, wondering if this is actually a Nicholas Sparks film. That's how it flowed to me. An independent girl, torn between 2 lives and 2 loves, what's she going to do? I mean, it is a good movie. I just don't think it's going to walk away a Best Picture winner. Like I said, to me, it just seems like every Nicholas Sparks movie I've ever been forced to watch. Well, this has been your Oscars overview. We're halfway there. Be sure to tune in tomorrow as we start the downslope to the last 4 nominees. Back to you.
Thank you, Matt. And remember, the Oscars air Sunday night, February 28th. You can catch all the glitz and glamour right here on ABC Columbia.